Hey everyone, this is Jenna, and in this video I'm going to talk about how Google's APM interview process looks, the questions you might face, and how to succeed during the interview. Let's start with interview structure. Google's APM program has 4 rounds. The first is the initial application, where you submit your resume and cover letter. Then you will have 1 phone interview. Next, there will be on-site interviews, held at the Mountain View or New York office. You can probably expect around 3 to 5 of them, and they will all be held on the same day. And finally, you can expect a final round with an executive, often the APM program lead, who is currently Brian Rakowski. As a general outline, the interviews will include some warm-up questions and casual conversation, product management, technical or design questions, and time at the end for any questions that you have for the interviewer. Next, we're going to talk about 3 different types of questions to prepare for. This is by no means an exhaustive list. Rather, these are some of the more unique question types that APMs will face. For example, you should always have an answer to why Google, and prepping for behavioral questions is important as well. For more information about getting ready for those, watch the video about interview prep in this series. But for now, these are the 3 categories we're going to focus on. Let's dive deeper into each. Product questions focus on product design, strategy, or both. If you've reviewed any PM interview resources, you've probably come across quite a few. For these questions, it's important to have a thorough knowledge of Google's products and other popular products, apps, etc. in the market. You should also be able to get to the core purpose of any product very quickly. Forget the design. What is an object, service, etc. really supposed to do? Then build out from there. Here are some examples of questions you might see. If you had to build the next Google Suite feature, what would it be? Design a vending machine for someone who can't see. Tell me about your favorite product and how you would improve it. And how would you improve the monetization of product X? Strategy questions are reminiscent of consulting cases. They often don't have a right answer, rather, interviewers want to see your thought process. They expect you to break large, abstract concepts into bite-sized pieces. Be sure to do so in a logical manner and communicate clearly throughout the process. In the consulting world, the book entitled Case in Point is the go-to resource. It might help you out in these types of cases too. Here's what the questions might look like. How many iPhones are sold in the US every year? How would you solve homelessness in New York City? You're the CEO of Company Z. What new product would you launch first? Why? And finally, why are manhole covers round? Technical questions require an understanding of computer science and fundamental algorithms. You may be asked to explain technical concepts, write algorithms, or perform other basic CS functions. This could include questions like, write an algorithm that detects and notifies folks about scheduling conflicts. Explain recursion to a child. Or, what data structures would you use to design a simple load balancer for X website? Now that we've gone over the types of questions to expect, I'm going to give you a couple of final tips to ace the interview. First of all, be confident. Take pauses, ask clarifying questions, and step into the room knowing you're as prepared as possible. Everyone has different strategies for keeping a level head, and it's very important that you use them during this interview. Next, keep track of time. Be aware of the interview structure and check with your interviewer to confirm that you're on track. Leave room for detailed answers, but avoid rambling. Third, you should improve upon your answers. When presented with a case problem, don't expect your first answer to be perfect. Move past what's normal or obvious and consider extreme circumstances and creative solutions. Acknowledge and explore alternatives to your solutions as well, and why they might be better or worse. Find weaknesses in your solution and outline how they could be improved upon or what their implications may be. And finally, show your Googliness, or the qualities that Google is looking for, and add your own unique flair. If you're not sure what I mean, watch the video in this series about becoming the ideal APM applicant. Now that we've walked through the whole application and interview process, it's time to talk about the program itself. Watch the next video for more insight.